Well, I think all of us, every human being, and not those today, but across all time and space, we've been hardwired for stories. Stories are the way we make meaning of a very chaotic universe.
George Miller is an Australian writer, director and producer whose filmmaking career has spanned over 50 years and includes well-known hits such as Mad Max, Babe and 3,000 Years of Longing. Miller has made a lasting impression on Australian cinema, particularly through his creation of the ongoing Mad Max franchise, which blended the conventions of action cinema with the characteristics of Australian culture. Miller grew up in Chinchilla, Queensland. He spent his childhood full of sparse, empty roads and childlike daydreaming. With not much to do, many teenagers would drive the highways, resulting in collisions and accidents. And this likely contributed to the creation of Mad Max, Miller saying any work is a sum total of what your experience is at the time. Before the 1970s spur that was the beginning of Miller's filmmaking career, the would-be director started out as an emergency room doctor, training and practicing at St Vincent's Hospital. He started making short films during his studies and made a 1-minute short film that took home first prize. This took him to a film workshop in Melbourne, wherein he met Byron Kennedy, the man who he would go on to create Mad Max with. Arguably the pinnacle of Miller's career, the 1979 dystopian action film Mad Max kick-started a cult-following franchise. The film was inspired by Miller's time as an ER doctor and the countless highway accidents he saw, most strikingly one where a policeman saw his own son's fatal accident. Due to its budget, the shooting of the entire film was made very guerrilla, with only one camera, 5 lenses and 1 crane on the back of a car. The main stuntman, Grant Page, was severely injured in the first 4 days, but released himself from hospital early and was back supervising stunts from a wheelchair. Mad Max was received very well and earned $100 million worldwide. And due to its privately funded $350,000 budget, it's safe to say it was a major success. With this, Miller expanded Mad Max into a franchise. The 4th film, Fury Road, is said to be one of the greatest action films of all time. Miller is known for his use of bright colours and high-contrast lighting. He utilises camera movements, quick cuts and smooth transitions to build urgency, and keeps the action centred in his shot compositions. Miller's stories often explore themes of redemption, survival, humanity's resilience, and the consequences of their actions. Miller is also renowned for his use of practical effects, particularly within the first Mad Max film, wherein practical stunts using real vehicles made the film feel authentic. However, this isn't to say Miller doesn't use visual effects and new technologies. As seen with Babe, Happy Feet, and Fury Road, Miller is always keen to explore technological advancements like computer animation, animatronics, and VFX. Miller has generated lots of Hollywood buzz throughout his career. He has been nominated for Best Picture twice, once for Babe and once for Mad Max, for which he was also nominated for Best Director. Despite all of this US success, Miller now pretty much refuses to work there due to his demand for creative control. Now, whilst he has representatives in the US, he does all of his business from Oz. Due to his success, Hollywood studios are prepared to back his films, and Australian filmmaking incentives reduce financial risk. Miller has made significant contributions to Australian filmmaking, providing jobs and opportunities for Australian filmmakers both at home and overseas. The success of the Mad Max franchise and Miller's other films have opened the doors for Australia's success, and his inclusive stories featuring powerful female characters have contributed towards a more diverse film industry. Overall, Miller's filmmaking portfolio has left a lasting impression on Australian cinema and has garnered both financial and critical success. The cultural impact of his films is withstanding and portrays a truthful image of Australian film.